Hi, I'm Allison, and my oh my, has it been a while since I've sat down and shared a video with you. And today I'm going to tell you why that is, and all the lessons that I've been learning in the past month. But first I want to say I have missed you. Whether or not we've connected, I wonder about who you are and what you've been through and what you are going through. And so, I have created a space for you to share with me and with others your story and a little bit about yourself and the resources that you have to offer that could help us all heal, and all of your wisdom and creativity. The link is in the description box down below, and it's also on the banner on my YouTube page, so please check that out. Please feel free to share. I'm so excited to get to know you and to create a safe space for all of us to release a bit of our story and find comfort in knowing that we're not alone, and be able to connect with people who actually understand. So all I ask of you is that when you do read someone else's share, you are kind, you keep an open heart and mind, and when you share, you trust that other people are experiencing your share in that same manner. Now I'm going to share a little bit about what has been going on in my life. And the first big news is that I moved from my hometown, where I was born and raised, up to this great opportunity in a slower paced environment, surrounded by nature and almost nothing but. And it's a big change, waking up somewhere new, finding new routines, making new friends. It's major, but it's really exciting. And the biggest lesson that it has taught me is about attachment. Attachment has been coming up in a lot of different areas of my life in the past month. Attachment to places, to routines. You know, I feel like I was running in the same circle and I'd created this rut, and I physically got out of that rut, and now I'm, you know, on new, fresh ground. And mostly attachment to people. I definitely experienced how some people have unhealthy attachment to me. They place expectations on me. They take things that I do personally. They assume and accuse me of things that aren't based in reality, I feel like. And I also saw how I do that and bring that energy into certain relationships. And I experienced how negatively that can affect a relationship. When I bring it into relationships, I see that it comes from a place of fear of abandonment and trust issues and insecurities. The big lesson that I've learned is that lasting happiness cannot be found outside of yourself. Even though some person, my partner for instance, may make me so happy, they won't always be around. And when they aren't, you have to have an inner source of happiness. You can't depend on anything outside of yourself, because that's all changing. And if, like, I were to be moving to run away from something, whatever unhappiness was in there would just run away with me. So happiness is really an inside job, and it's really up to you. And letting go of your attachment to whatever it is makes you happy or unhappy is a big step in being able to cultivate that happiness within yourself. Moving on, Pharaoh is here to give me moral support for the next thing I'm about to tell you, which is that I saw my mom. Kitty, you gotta sit down if you're gonna be in the video. A lot of this came from wondering, am I gonna tell her that I'm moving hundreds of miles away? And clearly I decided yes. Pharaoh's tail totally just got in my tea. It's wet. That's kind of gross. However, this question of am I gonna tell her that I'm moving was not the only thing that went into making this decision. I have been resisting the urge to see her since February. I didn't bring expectations into our dinner. I didn't expect her to have changed. I didn't expect her to attack, you know, think about all the what ifs. I just went and saw what is. And what was her, you know, experiencing some good things in life, many bad things in life. And my change internally is that I didn't have a painful amount of pity for her, and I didn't have the desire for her to change in any way. We just saw each other, and it went thoroughly fine. Everything was mature. I listened a lot. I was very careful when I spoke. I didn't overshare. I didn't overstep. I just had dinner with her. This doesn't mean that we're totally fine and dandy and that we're gonna continue to have this super tight-knit relationship moving forward, but it just is what I wanted to do for a long time, and here is kind of why. So I found forgiveness for her and compassion about 6 months into no contact. I found so much clarity come February, like 9 months no contact, and since that time, no contact has been a source of confusion rather than clarity, because I've changed so much, and my recollections of her and of my family and of my life, all of my memories were as if taken by, like, through this different lens and a different focus, a totally different perception than how I perceive the world now and how I interact with the world now. So I just was like confused, just confused. This isn't a linear experience, you know, having a family that's dysfunctional or narcissistic or addicted, whatever it is. It's very weird and it's different for everyone. And so I wanted to see her in particular, who I decided to shut out for so long, and nothing really changed within me, you know. I don't have the desire to see her much. And just one more thing on this subject is that narcissists are very particular. If things aren't exactly their narrow view of how they should be, they're kind of a brat about it, okay? Am I right? And I am releasing that, releasing my attachment to that perception and interaction with the world. I am living and letting live. I am no longer trying to manipulate the world into being just right. I'm going with the flow. I am striving to see the light and forgive everything that's inferior to that. Not in a naive way, in a peaceful way. I am at the core a peaceful and fun-loving person, and that's how I'm choosing to move forward. And if you think that's naive and if you think that wouldn't work for you, that's fine. Everyone do you, okay? I'm gonna do me, you do you, and let's all just try to be okay. I hope to read your stories on my forums soon. Let me know if you think it'd be cool for me to share some of what you guys say on there in my videos. Like, every video, share some wisdom that you've shared or some resource that you shared that I checked out that I think is great. Maybe even one of your stories. If you think that's a good idea, please let me know. All right, that's it. I will see you very soon. Month apart to videos. I'll catch you next time. Peace.